and just what is the DR environment, what is the Kava environment. So normally interviews and all, they will say that okay, to check that whether real time really worked or not. Okay, how many setup is there? What is the setup is there? They will ask. Then you can say that normally you will say that you have your own local setup. Local setup will call as a local setup. Local setup will call as a sandbox environment. And next is you can say that you have okay, sandbox. Dev environment. The same environment nowadays, so nobody is keeping a lot of amount on infrastructure. Dev environment, or else you will also say that same environment they are also using as the UAT environment. Okay, QA also they are doing the same environment. So they won't keeping a lot of environment over, they will be keeping the same environment because it will involve costs. Okay, and so SailPoint also charges how many users are they are using. They based on that they will charge. So that is the reason they are not having multiple environments. And if you are JT environment, they will just create a database instance. They will Dev UAT, SA, and SA UAT like this. They will give. They will give a lot of environment. But now in the SailPoint, most of the projects I see, I will only see sandbox and production environment only in the same environment. So, okay, sandbox normally in the IAQ projects will call local setup call systems called as sandbox. And the next one is a production environment. And every big companies, what happened, there is something like big companies and all, for the production environment, parallelly we need to test that. Suppose production servers and all, they will be keeping some, physically the servers may exist or support staff will go there and support, correct? The production servers will be there in one systems, okay, one place and all. So some days what happened, okay, yearly they will be having a strategy. So the yearly they need to stop the servers and up the other place. From other place they need to up the particular server, a particular application. They need to up. Okay, they need to stop this production servers completely down. Whatever their database is there, whatever their database. The database they need to, instead of connecting here, they do have Kava environments. They do have a Kava environment database. Okay, this exact data is going to store somewhere else. That data storage links they will be connecting from this database and this links and all. They will ask users to use this environment for 1 week. Whatever the real users is there, they'll ask, they ask whatever they request they place, they expected to run their business from here. What is the meaning of, suppose the production servers by any chance, due to finance, due to political issues or due to weather issues, sometimes we may not go to that particular servers, that particular buildings itself we may not be going. That time also we should be able to run our business. That is their strategy. So if you see sometimes back Chennai and Hyderabad and Pune, they do have offices, right? So recently Chennai, there was a floods. That time people were not able to go to the Chennai offices. Okay, that time they do have a backup here. Hyderabad also they have employees. Though Chennai people went down and Hyderabad people started working with, and they immediately got their employees in the flight, through the flight. But those who are working there, and they got these employees from the Chennai to Hyderabad, and they started working their work here. Like this, to maintain this, they will have a Kava environment or DR setup. Okay, this is called Kava environment and DR setup. Now, in this question, you understood about what is the different kind of environments you have in the companies. So, production, local setup, and and the next is local setup. Also, some people will say sandbox. Why I'm insisting about, when I joined the company, my client manager was saying that, hey, let's have you have sandbox environment like that. They asked. I was like, what is that? Luckily I was read the point in the book. Then I said, yes, I have sandbox setup. Sometimes people will use this thing, this kind of thing. The sandbox is there, and same thing is a dev environment. Okay, and 4 people are there, means there 4 people there. They have to keep their code in one place. That is called sandbox or dev environment, integration servers. whatever they can call it. Same box nowadays, they are going to ask the QA to test it also. Once they're done, they'll be deploying into the production environment. And after that, carbon environment. Now the picture is that if you are doing development, you will be having less number of users in your system to access the servers, right? But if you are going for production, imagine that if you are new to the product, in all our companies, all identities, at least 8,000, 10,000 like this only will be there. Not fight. We never work for the small companies where they have 100 users, 200 users. We will be working, okay, if you are any company is using identity and access management projects, they will be working 5,000, minimum 5,000 users will be there. Otherwise, they won't invest on their product money in this project. Okay, and that's all about. You can move on next.